Hey guys, Professor Bill of Comic Book University and X-Men Red, issue number 7. This is a beautiful cover, dude. Wow. The whole comic book was good. And make no mistake, every single thing that you're looking for in a comic book is in this comic book. All right? There's a good bit of action. There's a good bit of backstory. There's a good bit of suspense, like, oh my God, we're all going to die. We're going to lose all these X-Men here. And multiple, and there are two different battles being fought on two fronts that are both related to each other. Literally, it's like there's the checklist of things to put in an awesome comic book, and Tom Taylor and the artist, they're just like tick, 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 right down the line, dude. This hit every single note perfectly. Perfectly. In case somebody wasn't listening, freaking perfectly. Okay, let's get started. Again, gorgeous cover, man. Gorgeous cover. Tom Taylor writing, Carmen Carnero, artist, Rain Barreto, color artist, VC's Corey Petit, letterer, like he is for most of the comic books this week. There's a couple of Caramangas, but that's beside the point. So Jenny Frisson did the main cover, and Travis Charest and Tamara Bonvillain did the variant headshot cover art for the variant. And then there's another one out there, the Fantastic Four variant cover. But this one right here, man, the main cover, absolutely gorgeous. Damn, this is just bam. And like you really look at it, damn, it's good. I'll look at it again a little bit later in the review. But dude, Atlantis is under attack by Kid Abomination. And I didn't realize, I thought this was Hulkling at first when I first saw this at the end of issue number 6. A bunch of my viewers were like, nope, that's Kid Abomination. You were right. You were right. Awesome, dude. Good looking out. Hey, man, we're all equal in the university. So he's going straight after Namor, and I was really hoping to see Namor go after Kid Abomination a little bit more. That would have been really fun, but instead we did get Gentle going after him, and it was fine. And I love that Jean had her, to me, my X-Men moment, and she had to be a lot more forceful in this particular moment because there was no time to waste. She's like, I apologize for this. Apologize for, whoa, what are you doing? And she took Storm and Gentle and herself immediately outside and put them strategically exactly where they needed to be for Kid Abomination to be taken out of the equation as humanely as possible. And Jean coaxing on Gentle and saying, listen, Kid Abomination is tough. He can take whatever you've got, and he's good, and you're going to need to give whatever you've got. Otherwise, he's under programming right now to fight until he runs out of air. Perfect. Damn it, that was perfect. Because in my head, the whole time I'm reading this, up until that point, I'm thinking, can Kid Abomination breathe underwater? I really don't know that much about Kid Abomination, you know? I know I've seen him maybe once or twice before in comic books, not the comic books that I typically read, you know what I'm saying? But I did like him in this, and I loved the idea that Taylor pointed that out, that he was actually situated, he was programmed by the Sentinel in his head to keep fighting no matter what. Oh, I need to take a breath. No, don't stop fighting. Keep fighting. Worry about breathing later. Wow. That is sick, and it tells you so much about Cassandra Nova, man. So, basically, the way that he gets taken out is, it's a bit violent, but it's necessary considering how ridiculously powerful he is. When you see him drop down like a freaking bomb and rip off one of the spires of Atlantis and throw it like a freaking dart, dude, that was sick. And he went straight after Namor, grabbing his neck, trying to pop his head off. You figure that the tactic that was used to get that Sentinel short-circuited out of his head, absolutely perfect. There was and one of the ambassadors on this plane, suddenly the Sentinel takes over him, and he's just like, I detect mutants everywhere, and he starts shooting right at the mutants. Takes out Trinary. Like, ooh, dude, man, we could have an Oracle moment here where she actually loses her legs. That was sick. And like the look of shock on everybody's face, especially Honey Badger, on her face was, I got sucked right into the comic book. It was like I was right there talking about, like remembering my military training and my first aid training from back in high school. And I'm just like, put pressure on the wound. Hurry up. Try not to touch too much of the blood. Oh my God. Literally, dude, in my head, I was there inside this comic book. Damn, this was good. And they're flying. Trinity is, mind you, she's paying attention. Her focus is on keeping this Sentinel, the actual physical Sentinel, flying above the plane that they're in, that they're hiding in the cargo chute, flying directly overhead. Now, when she goes down and she loses connection and she starts acting like a computer because she's trying to, I guess in her head, her mind is trying to reboot because she does have a direct connection to the Sentinel. Effing beautiful writing. God damn, Taylor is just like, I want to say he's like kicking it out of the park, but it's like a ninja kicking it out of the park. You know what I'm saying? Like he's hiding in the shadows. And just when you're not looking, all of a sudden, distraction, smoke pellet, boom, and then he literally gets kicked right through the field goal. Damn it, this was such an amazing comic book, man. Best comic book in the series. And I'm telling you, man, I dug the first 5 issues. They were okay-ish. The 5th issue got the, better than the other ones. Issue number 6 was on par. The annual number 1 was out of nowhere amazing. But this issue, dude, X-Men Red, right in the forefront. Uncanny has a lot to argue with at this point. When Uncanny comes out, you've got to compete with Red, because this issue, damn it, if they could keep going with this issue this way. This was amazing. And I'm telling you right now, when the Sentinel, with all of its rainbow designs on the chest that Laura did, Honey Badger did, oh my God, when it landed on the freaking plane, I was done. Like, oh no, Jesus, take the wheel. I had to take a step back. I had to take a step back and breathe for a second. This comic book sucked me right into the freaking story, right into the pages. And like, oh my God, dude, what was my mutant power? My mutant power, just being awesome. The power of the voice. This was beautiful. And it had the pose at the end. First off, it had Jean. Damn it, man. Jean is so awesome. Jean Grey is so awesome in this. She's a very different Jean Grey than we've been reading for all these other years. She is a mother in this. Like before, she used to be a sex symbol. And now, I can't even look at her as, like first off, her boobs aren't drawn as big as they used to be drawn back in the day. Hey, man, I get it, whatever. You dug them, I dug them, we all dug them, but it's, I'm older now. You know what I'm saying? I actually just want to read good comic books. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad that Taylor was able to take that sex symbol gene out of the equation. We've got Emma Frost for that. You know what I'm saying? And she is now that mother at this point. Jean Grey is somebody who I would be willing to follow if I were a mutant and I were in the pages of the X-Men. Undoubtedly, undeniably, she is perfect for this role of leadership. And the end, really quick, because I need you to buy the comic book to understand, that was an awesome freaking pose at the end. This is, and here comes next issue. Come on, man. We can only take but so much. And now, Storm had very little to do with this one. She had a major role in the comic book, but it was literally only like one panel where she was crucial to the comic book. But she's still front and center on this. So I don't know if Laura Kinney's going to be front and center in the next comic book. It doesn't matter. They're just doing awesome art on the front. And I'm just saying, I really especially got into it. Look at the lines itself, all right, around where the appendages are and all that stuff. That is on this black costume with the gold trim. Dude, is it the inks? Is it the pencils? Yes, but the inks, put it in a lot. And then the colors, obviously, are going to have to, on top of that. This is a gorgeous cover, man. What the heck is the name of the cover artist again for this? Jenny Frison. Jenny, if you're paying attention to this, where are you going to be I'm in Mississauga, Canada. Where are you going to be around here one day so I can get something to this effect as a commission piece? This is gorgeous. This belongs on a wall. This is gorgeous art. And perfect for such a perfect comic book. Like I said, every single thing that needed to be hit to make the ideal comic book happened in this issue. Wow, color me impressed. Genuinely impressed. Guys, Professor Bell Comic Book University, if you're not getting this comic book, man, what are you doing? Class dismissed.